Good evening, Buxton. I'm Nigel Bramley reporting from the lofty heights of the Troodos Mountains, where the air is cooler, the clouds are more philosophical, and I've just been invited to a summit meeting with the Cyprus Meteorological Society. I'm here to represent the Buxton weather station, though quite why it's me, I'm still not entirely sure. The drive up to the Troodos Mountains was scenic, winding and mildly terrifying. My taxi driver, Andreas, navigated hairpin bends with the confidence of a man who's made peace with gravity. He chatted cheerfully in Greek while I clung to the seat and tried not to look at the drop. At one point, I'm sure I glanced out of the window and saw a familiar grey cat perched on a roadside boulder, beginning to think that Sir Perrolot might be a hallucination. The headquarters of the Cyprus Meteorological Society is a sleek modern building nestled among the trees with satellite dishes, solar panels and a reception desk that glows in the dark. I was greeted by Dr. Eleni, the lead climatologist, and a team of scientists who looked at me with the polite curiosity usually reserved for someone who's brought a ukulele to a physics lecture. I presented my Buxton issued forecasting kit, a jam jar, a damp sock and a rotary washing line wind index, and a laminated chart titled Clouds I've Known. I explained my methods. The sock's moisture content indicates humidity, the jam jar fogs up when atmospheric pressure shifts, the washing line spins in response to wind direction, unless of course it's laundry day. They ran comparisons. To their astonishment, my readings aligned more closely with actual conditions than their satellite models. One technician whispered, "Is the sock calibrated?" I replied, "It was seasoned." Dr. Eleni leaned forward. "You predicted the October drizzle in Buxton to the hour." I nodded. The sock was unusually expressive that day. They stared at me. I stared at them. I offered them a digestive biscuit, a chocolate one. They accepted. As the meeting progressed, so did the concern. A junior scientist named Andreas, not the taxi driver, Cyprus is full of lovely men, named Andreas, quietly placed a bottle of water beside me. Then a second, and then a third. Dr. Eleni adjusted the blinds to block the sunbeam falling on my forehead. A technician brought me a damp cloth and said, "You are very pink." I thanked him and asked if this was standard protocol. He said, "It is for you." Somebody moved my chair slightly closer to the air conditioning unit. A bowl of grapes appeared. I believe I was being managed. I tried to stand and demonstrate the washing line method. A scientist gently guided me back to the chair and said, "Perhaps later, after you've drank something." As the meeting concluded, I stepped outside to admire a view where, there, perched on a stone wall, was Sir Perrolot, regal, silent, watching. I mentioned him to Dr. Eleni. She paused, looked at the cat, and then said, "That's not one of our local ones." I asked what she meant. She smiled and just handed me a bottle of water. Sir Perrolot blinked and then vanished into the trees. The Cypriot scientists were baffled, impressed, and quietly concerned. They asked if I'd consider staying for a week to teach them my Buxton method. I said I'd need to consult my diary. They laughed. Then someone handed me a sun hat and said, "Please wear this. We worry." I promised to hydrate, rest and avoid direct sunlight, and then I wandered off towards a fig tree and immediately forgot all three promises. And so concludes my summit with the Cyprus Meteorological Society. I've baffled scientists, impressed satellites, and gently been reminded by strangers to hydrate. Tomorrow I may explore Paphos proper, assuming Sir Perrolot approves. I'm Nigel Bramley, reminding you, trust your instincts, respect your sock, and if a cat watches you from a mountain, probably knows something.